Hello class 6 students. Welcome to this civics session. Today we are going to start chapter first of our civics, which is diversity. Learning objectives, reasons of diversity, what does diversity add to our life, kinds of diversities, unity in diversity. Let's warm up. Look at the following map and answer the questions given below. What is being shown in the map? What are these two parts now known as? What changes are evident in the political structure of the places shown in the map? Application skills. Fill each of the numbered blanks in the following passage. Use only one word in each space. Cultural diversity means a range of different societies of people of different origins, religions, and traditions all living and interacting together. Britain has benefited from diversity throughout its long history and is currently one of the most culturally diverse countries in the world. The food they eat, the music they listen to, and the clothes they wear have all been influenced by different cultures coming into Britain. Ethnic food, for example, is part of an average British diet. One of the Britain's favorite dishes is Indian curry. Britons have enjoyed curry for surprisingly long time. The first from the languages spoken by Anglo-Saxons, Scandinavian, Vikings and Norman French invaders, new words added from the languages of other immigrants over the years. Valuing the diverse culture is all about understanding and respecting the beliefs of others and their way of life. As we could expect someone to respect ours, it is about supporting individuals in keeping their cultural traditions alive and appreciating the fact that all these different traditions will enrich British life both today and in the future. People from all over the world have contributed to the Britain and they continue to do so. Now let's look at the students' reasons of diversity. First, tradition and trend. Human beings live in groups. If you see your own house you are living in as a family, the family lives in a house, the house in a colony, the colony in a locality and the locality in a district. The district in a state and the state in a country. At every level to how you live. For example, your parents teach you what to eat, what to wear, how to pray, what to do and what not to do inside the house and outside the house. They learn these things from their parents and the elders around them. This is what builds traditions and trends. ट्रेडिशंस और ट्रेंड्स क्या होते हैं? ट्रेडिशन और ट्रेंड्स वो होते हैं, हमारा हर काम करने का एक तरीका होता है जो हमें हमारे पेरेंट्स सिखाते हैं और हमारे पेरेंट्स ने अपने पेरेंट्स से सीखा होता है. तो हर चीज के लिए हमें कैसे खाना है, कैसे उठना है, कैसे बैठना है, कैसे बिहेव करना है, हर चीज के तरीके को ट्रेडिशन और ट्रेंड्स कहते हैं. रीजनल रिक्वायरमेंट. The trends of wearing clothes are also dictated by following what the elders taught us to. In some regions, the men wear pagdis, in some caps, and in some others, they may not wear anything on their heads. Most of our dresses and food habits have come from our ancestral connections. Those who lived in hot areas wore headgear like a turban so as to save their head from the scorching heat. Similarly, the people who lived in the areas which get lot of rain, clothes which are normally kept knee length so that they do not get wet when walking through water, locked areas, rice fields, etc. तो रीजनल रिक्वायरमेंट क्या होती है? हमारा कपड़े पहनने का तरीका या खाने पीने का तरीका हमारे रीजन पर भी डिपेंड करता है. अगर कुछ लोग ऐसी जगह पर रहते हैं जहां बहुत गर्मी पड़ती है तो वो लोग सर पर हेड गियर पहनते हैं ताकि उनका सर उससे धूप से और गर्मी से बचा रहे. ऐसे ही सिमिलरली कुछ लोग नी लेंथ कपड़े पहनते हैं. वो लोग उस एरिया में रहते हैं जहां यूजुअली पानी भरा होता है ताकि उनके कपड़े पानी में गीले ना हो. तो हमारा रहने का और खाने पीने का तरीका सिर्फ हमारे बड़ों के ऊपर ही डिपेंड नहीं करता, वो इस पर भी डिपेंड करता है कि हम किस रीजन पे रह रहे हैं. फूड पैटर्न. The availability of food in a particular region also sets a pattern of food preferences. The plains of Punjab used to grow more wheat, so people became more and more atta or chapati eaters. Those in area which grow rice like Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Bengal became rice eaters. Those which stayed in areas of dry regions like Rajasthan which grew bajra started eating it as a basic food. Those close to seas and rivers started eating fish, and others who did not have much of agricultural produce around them became more and more meat eaters. With the passing of time, such a food pattern became a tradition which related to people of a region or religion. You can look at this image. This is the image of a Rajasthani food. तो फूड पैटर्न्स किस पे डिपेंड करते हैं? फूड पैटर्न्स उस पे डिपेंड करते हैं कि जहां हम रहते हैं वहां आसपास किसकी अवेलेबिलिटी ज्यादा है. जैसे कि पंजाब के एरिया में ज्यादा गेहूं उगता है तो वहां के लोग गेहूं ज्यादा खाता प्रेफर करते हैं. वैसे ही केरला, तमिलनाडु, बंगाल जैसे एरियाज में चावल की खेती ज्यादा होती है तो वहां के लोग ज्यादा चावल खाते हैं. और राजस्थान के लोग ज्यादा बाजरा खाते हैं क्योंकि वहां की कड़ी धूप में बाजरा ज्यादा होता है. Religious belief. Religion over a period has been a big binding force among people. Different people believe in different forms of God. They have different faiths and follow different rituals and customs. They have different patterns of prayers, and all this leads them to be living different ways of life. The Hindus go to temple, the Sikhs go to gurudwaras, the Muslims go to mosque, and the Christians go to churches to pray. रिलीजन लोगों को बांधने का कई सालों से चला आ रहा सबसे बड़ा तरीका है. एक रिलीजन के लोग आपस में मिलजुल कर रहते हैं और हमारे देश में ऐसे कई सारे रिलीजन्स हैं. और सिख लोग जैसे गुरुद्वारा जाते हैं, हिंदू लोग वैसे ही टेम्पल्स जाते हैं, मुस्लिम लोग मॉस्क जाते हैं और क्रिश्चियन लोग चर्च जाते हैं. तो रिलीजन एक वो तरीका है जो लोगों को आपस में बांध कर रखता है. यहाँ पर नीचे कुछ सिंबल्स दिए गए हैं जो अलग अलग रिलीजन्स को बिलोंग करते हैं. काइंड्स ऑफ डाइवर्सिटीज. डाइवर्सिटीज कितने तरह की हो सकती हैं और कैसे हो सकती हैं? The diversity in India is not only an evident in people's life but also in country's geographical and climatic conditions. Different types of landforms like mountains, plains, plateaus, deserts and coastal areas are found in India. Diversity यहाँ के लोगों की, हमारे देश के लोगों की सिर्फ लाइफ में ही नहीं, यहाँ के ज्योग्राफी में भी दिखती है. यहाँ पर अलग अलग जगह पर अलग अलग ज्योग्राफी है, जैसे कि कहीं माउंटेन्स, कहीं प्लेन्स, कहीं रिवर्स, कहीं प्लेटोज, कहीं डेजर्ट्स और कहीं कोस्टल एरियाज. Living in different geographical areas brings in diversities. There are 6 major physical divisions in the country: the northern mountains, the northern plains, the Great Indian Desert, the coastal plains, the peninsular plateau and the islands. People adapt themselves to the geographical area in which they live. Not only does it make people dress differently, but it also determines the kind of food they eat, what they do for a living, and the customs they follow. People living in different regions also have different food habits. In cold places such as Kashmir, people eat meat and milk products, especially in winters, as few crops are grown here. People living in coastal areas eat rice, fish, and coconut, and the food is cooked with lots of spices. तो काइंड्स ऑफ डाइवर्सिटी जनरली बेसिकली ज्योग्राफी की डाइवर्सिटी की वजह से आती है. अलग अलग रीजन में रहने वाले लोग अलग अलग तरीके के कपड़े पहनते हैं, अलग अलग तरह का खाना खाते हैं और इसी की वजह से डाइवर्सिटी आती है. लिंग्विस्टिक डाइवर्सिटी. इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन रिकॉग्नाइजेस 22 लैंग्वेजेस. दे आर असमीज, बंगाली, बोडो, डोगरी, गुजराती, हिंदी, कन्नड़ा, कश्मीरी, कोंकणी, मैथिली, मलयालम, मणिपुरी, मराठी, नेपाली, उड़िया, पंजाबी, संस्कृत, संथली, सिंधी, तमिल, तेलुगु एंड उर्दू. हमारे यहाँ पर लिंग्विस्टिक यानी लैंग्वेजेस की भी डाइवर्सिटी है. इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन 22 लैंग्वेजेस को मान्यता देता है और वो सब यहाँ पर लिखी हुई हैं, आप उन्हें पढ़ सकते हैं. रिलीजियस डाइवर्सिटी. इंडिया हैज बीन होम टू डिफरेंट रिलीजन्स फ्रॉम olden times. The most ancient religion of India is Hinduism. Other main religions that thrive in India are Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, Jainism, Zoroastrianism, Sikhism, etc. Our constitution declares that India is a secular country where equal respect is given to all religions. हमारे यहाँ पर religions की भी diversity है. इंडिया में बहुत सारे रिलीजन्स रहते हैं, जैसे कि हिंदुइज्म जो यहाँ का सबसे पुराना रिलीजन है, मुस्लिम्स, क्रिश्चियनिटी, ज़ोरास्ट्रियनिज्म, सिखिज्म एटसेट्रा. इकोनॉमिक डाइवर्सिटी. The economic activities of a region are mainly determined by geographical and climatic conditions. Different crops are grown in different regions depending upon the climate and soil of that region. This is the reason why the states lying in northern plains grow mainly rice. In coastal areas like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, Maharashtra, etc., fishing is an important economic activity. Some regions are rich in minerals and ores. Other economic diversity is quite clear in such regions. Each state has its own handicrafts which helps in economic independence too. Economic diversity mainly geographical और climatic diversity की वजह से आती है. अलग अलग एरियाज में अलग अलग इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज होती हैं, जैसे कि कोस्टल एरियाज में मेनली फिश की इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी होती है, वहीं नॉर्दर्न प्लेन्स में इन जनरल राइस की इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी होती है. Cultural diversity. The influence of environment is also visible in the culture of the people of the area, which is often reflected in the festivals, customs and dance forms of the area. Examples are the boat race of Kerala, the classical dance forms native to the states of India, the dance of swans, folk dance of Sikkim, etc. All Indian states celebrate harvest festivals such as Baisakhi in Punjab, Onam in Kerala, Bihu in Assam and Makar Sankranti in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. कल्चरल डाइवर्सिटी भी हमारे यहाँ पर अलग अलग तरह की है. अलग अलग जगह के लोग अलग अलग तरीके से रहते हैं. हमारे यहाँ हार्वेस्ट फेस्टिवल अलग अलग नाम से मनाए जाते हैं, जैसे कि बैसाखी पंजाब में, ओनम केरला में और आसाम में बिहू के नाम से, मकर संक्रांति के नाम से उत्तर प्रदेश और बिहार में. इस इमेज को देखिए. दिस इज द इमेज ऑफ बिहू इन असम. फैक्ट फाइल. 4 languages Bodo, Dogri, Maithili and Santali have been added recently to the list of official languages in 2003, 1992 and 2003 respectively. What does diversity add to our life? Variety, isn't it? Imagine if all of us ate the same food day after day, or wore the same types of clothes every day, behaved identically or did the same work, then life would certainly have been very boring and monotonous. Diversity adds the much needed spice to our life. Accepting diversity is a way of life because nature itself has created a wide variety of objects around us, including humans, and each human being is different or diverse from another as each has a different set of skills and interests. Some people are good at painting while others are good at writing. Still, others might be good at singing. Some might choose to become lawyers, doctors, engineers, or architects, while others might have the skills to become actors, painters, or writers. The underlying fact is that each human being is unique and these differences must be appreciated. Diversity thus is needed to add variety to life and to make it more meaningful. India is a land of great diversity where we, the Indians, despite our differences, have lived harmoniously for centuries. We worship different gods, eat a variety of foods, celebrate different festivals, and speak various languages. But when you ponder over it, you will find that there are so many things that we do identically. Only our ways of doing them are different. तो डाइवर्सिटी की क्या जरूरत है? डाइवर्सिटी की जरूरत ये है कि ये हमें एक दूसरे से अलग बनाती है. खुद नेचर ने हमारे चारों तरफ डाइवर्सिटी क्रिएट की है, अलग अलग तरह की चीजें बनाकर. वैसे ही ह्यूमंस भी एक दूसरे से एकदम अलग होते हैं, एकदम यूनिक होते हैं. समझो कि अगर हम हर रोज सेम तरीके का खाना खाएं, हर रोज सेम तरीके के कपड़े पहने, तो क्या वो इंटरेस्टिंग लगेगा? नहीं. इसीलिए डाइवर्सिटी जरूरी होती है. डाइवर्सिटी हमारी लाइफ को इंटरेस्टिंग बनाती है. Unity in diversity. Despite the multiplicity of religions, languages, castes, regions and cultures, there has always been an underlying unity in India. People belonging to different regions have made valuable contributions to the development of the country. India's freedom struggle is a good example of the unity in diversity. In India, the injustice of British rule brought the people of India together. The British tried to rule India with their divide and rule policy. but could not succeed as people of India remained united in their struggle against the British. The force of love, truth, and devotion kept them together. Many songs and symbols stand for the historic struggle of the people, and even today they bind people together emotionally. National integration lies in unity. Our country is bound together as a civilization due to its common culture, thereby preserving the national identity known as our heritage. So, यूनिटी इन डाइवर्सिटी. यूनिटी इन डाइवर्सिटी क्या होती है कि जब हम अलग अलग होकर भी एक साथ एकजुटता से रहे. उसका सबसे बड़ा एग्जाम्पल है हमारी फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल, जहां पर हर तरह के लोगों ने जो अलग अलग लैंग्वेजेस बोलते थे, अलग अलग तरह का खाना खाते थे, अलग अलग जगह से रहते थे, पर फिर भी उन सब ने साथ मिलकर ब्रिटिश से हमारी आजादी के लिए लड़ाई लड़ी. नाउ लेट्स लुक एट द केस स्टडी. केस स्टडी केरला. Location and geographical features. Kerala is a state in the southern western part of India. It has the coastline of Arabian Sea on the west and has hills of the Western Ghats on its east. The land area has many rivers and rivulets. The area is close to the equator and gets lots of rain. Humidity level is generally high and temperature is warm throughout the year. Agricultural production. This area produces many types of spices like pepper, cardamom, etc. Tea, coffee, rubber, coconut and rice are also produced in large quantities here. Trade and commerce. From early times when international explorers identified sea routes, they landed in this region of India and started trading here. Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese explorer, found the sea route to India and had landed his ship at Calicut in the year 1498. The famous Arab traveler Ibn Battuta also visited this region nearly 700 years ago. Traders from as far as Europe, Africa, Arab and China came here for trade. They traded mostly in spices here. This is the image of explorer Vasco da Gama who landed in Kerala in 1498. And this is the image of boat race. Festivals. The people here have different festivals. Onam is a major festival. A famous boat race is held during the festivities. Religions. The coming of traders here brought in their religions, and Christianity, Buddhism and Islam also spread here along with the Hindu religion, which already existed from earlier times. Food. The people of this region have different food habits. They prefer to eat spicy dishes with rice. Coconut is used in most dishes in different forms. Coconut oil is also used in cooking. They eat fish as it is easily available in the water, channels and the sea. Now let's have a look at Ladakh, which is the northern state of India. Location and geographical features. Ladakh is a union territory and a part of India in the north. It is located in the northeastern part of the union territory of Jammu and Kashmir. The area has high mountains around it. This area gets very less rain and is also called the cold desert of India. It has a few rivers flowing through it, including the Indus River. Most time of the year it remains covered in snow. Agricultural production. This area has very little availability of water and the soil is rocky. This area has less oxygen. This is the image of Ladakh. And this is the image of yak, which is commonly found in Ladakh. Also, as it is high up in the mountains, therefore agriculture is very poor. Only some shrubs, grasses and some fruits tree grow here. Mostly people keep sheep and yak here. Trade and commerce. This region falls on the route of Tibet and China. Many passes exist between the mountains which were used by traders to cross. This area is famous for the wool of the sheep. Good quality pashmina wool is taken from sheep, which is used to make world famous shawls. Carpets were also woven here and traded. Gemstones were also traded in these regions. Religion. Buddhism and Islam are most popular in this region. It is said that Buddhism was spread by Ashoka in Kashmir region nearly 2500 years back. The Islam came in this region about 800 years ago. It is said that the Buddhism spread to Tibet through this region of India. This area has many Buddhist monasteries and is also called Mini Tibet. Food. There is little produce from agriculture. They keep goats, sheep, cows, and yaks. People traditionally live on meat and milk, which they get from these animals. Festivals. Losar, Phyang, and Hemes are famous festivals of Ladakh. As the climate is very cold, most of the festivities are in the months of June to September. In this case study, you have studied how different these two regions are geographically and culturally. These are a fine example of diversity in India. With the passage of time, people from different parts of India have moved and settled elsewhere, and our societies have now got a healthy mix of people from different backgrounds and cultures. They live together, celebrate together, and help each other in difficult times. This is the image of Phyang, which is a festival of Ladakh. In the loop, the diversity in India is unique, being a large country with large population. India presents endless varieties of physical features and cultural patterns. It is the land of many languages. It is only in India that people profess all the major religions of the world. Value and life skills. Imagine if all the storytellers and writers that you have heard and read so far were forced to live in a place where all people wore the same two colors, and red and white are the same food, ate the same food, maybe potatoes, took care of the same two animals, for example, the deer and the cat, and to entertain themselves played snakes and ladders. What kind of stories do you think they would write about? Recapitulation. People being different from each other in language. People being different from each other in language, religion, culture, etc. is called diversity. For proper functioning of society, diversity is necessary. Different religions are practiced in India. Regional diversity in India can also be seen in nature. Diversity is a way of life which add color to our life. National integration lies in unity. Thank you, class. Let's meet again in the next chapter.